Okay, this is just a quick video just summarizing how I bled the brakes. I had Milton come out here, and what I did is I had Milton, first of all, I made sure that the first time I put in, first of all, I found the reservoir and found out what kind of brake fluid I have. This is .3. I'll say it right on the cap for the brake fluid. And sometimes it's .4. The real difference is .4 is can go up to temperatures of 333, and .2 is 298, I think, before they start breaking down or whatever. But theoretically, water boils at 212, so I don't think you'll ever really need .4. So, anyways. That's the kind of brake fluid. I bought a gallon of it because I knew I'd go through it a little bit in case there's a leak. It was 14 bucks at the store. The problem is that I probably didn't need that much. Anyways, what I did is when I hooked up the lines, when I put in the brake fluid in the reservoir and then started pumping the pedal, it started leaking out right here. So the way I fixed the leak is I added an extra washer. This is the bolt that came with this caliper. And it only came with one washer, and so I used the old washer with the old. I used the old washer and the new washer. The old washer from the old bolt. You might as well use the new one since they're giving it to you. You know, when you're buying the caliper. I did that for both sides, and because it leaked on both sides, so I wasted a lot of brake fluid just because when I was pumping it, it was coming out right through here. And the way I did that, like I said, I added an extra washer, one on top, one on the bottom, and then tighten it up. And then, okay, so what I did was, to bleed the brakes, the simple procedure was I had somebody go in this case Milton, and once I corrected the leaks, and then then what I did was I pumped, I had Milton pump when it went all the way down. As it went all the way down, see, he'd build up the pressure and then he'd go all the way down and hold it. And while he was holding it, the hydraulics were all the way down, and it was, so I just took the 9/16 and quickly opened it and closed it. My recommendation is when you're setting this is to that point of where it's just starting to tighten, and if you go another half turn it's loose, half turn it's starting to tighten. That's where I would put this, because you want to go quickly back and forth. Instead of using a ratchet, I would use just a regular 9/16 wrench, you know, back and forth to quickly open it. You're closing it as fast as you're opening it because you're letting the air out, and you don't want air to suck back into the system. So, you know, kind of open, close, just as quick. Open, close, and then I'd say a quarter turn or whatever, you know, gets it. And you know you've done the job right when A, there's nothing leaking, and two, when you keep repeating the process until, so I'd have Milton come back, pump more, and I'll do it a couple more times. He'd bring it down to the ground, and and eventually you'll feel the pressure in the line build up to the point where the brake is now normal hardness, and it's not going all the way. It's got real pressure, and now it's not going all the way to the bottom. You know, like when you lose your brakes, the pedal will go all the way down. That's pretty much what I did. And so I'm gonna put on the wheels back on now, and then I've got it set on the charger here, the battery, and so we're gonna try to start this sucker up. And that's the video I have for now on bleeding your brakes. Any questions? Give me a text or whatever.